Hey guys, all right, so we are on day 4 of Rock Your Freebie Challenge, and we are going to do some really cool stuff today because it is all about getting out of the funk and knowing that this is super, super easy. The one thing that I firmly believe in is that anyone can do it. If I could learn MailChimp, how to do freebies, and how to rock them on social media in 80,000 different ways. And yes, I cried over MailChimp. That's why they say the monkey is on the back. And I'm sure many of you have cried over MailChimp too. It's all good. But today we are going to make it easy. So we're going to talk about, like I said, MailChimp. We're going to talk about using your opt-in freebies in some different areas on social media, because I want you to know that it's not just about like putting it on Facebook, that you can use your opt-in freebies also at the end of a blog, which I talked about. You can use your, opt-in freebies in so many different ways. You can use your opt-in freebie URLs on images. So it isn't just about like, hey, here's my opt-in freebie. And as I always, as I said the other day, it's not just about like, here, the opt-in freebie, a 3D, download this. That ain't working, guys. You got to think outside the box. Got to make it fun and tantalizing. So just remember, my tripod broke. My new one's coming in a few days. But it's all good because when plan A does not work, you go to plan B. That's what makes a good business owner. So you're going to have to bear with me if there's a little shaking, but we're still going to get the message out there. Okay, so I am just going to... Can you see this? Tell me if it's backwards or if we're having any problems. This is an old freebie that I had. Although this freebie got me about like 300 people. Now, note this. What is it called? Grain-free Thanksgiving. Now, what did I do, guys? I took a holiday. This is what I always say, holiday. And I called it Grain-free Thanksgiving because I knew there were a lot of people like me at that time when I needed to be totally grain-free. That's not the case anymore. I can eat brown rice. My gut has gotten healthy. Thank God. But I needed to be grain-free. I needed to be all paleo. And I wanted to be able to empower and teach other people that you could still have a yummy, delicious, grain-free Thanksgiving. So I wanted to give them a freebie. I built my list by hundreds with this baby. So I'm going to just show you. In the back, you see this. Now, you would go to sign up forms. This is, similar to Aweber, similar to anything. You go to select right here. That's where we're getting a little technical. And see how you have that like ugly form right there? It's ugly. See? It makes no sense. It's like yabba, 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 BH, whatever. So if I were to copy, I'm going to go up to hit copy. And you can right click, you can do whatever now I'm going to go to Bitly. Bitly is bit.ly.com. I'm going to go over to create link. Now this might be already in there somewhere, but we can see how that link right there, I just posted that link. Now it creates a Bitly. But you can go in and customize it because we want it to be on an image. This would be so much easier if I had a tripod, but we're going to call this Grain-free Thanksgiving. All of a sudden, we have a brand new link. Now I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to go up to Adobe Spark. Now you can go and create this in PicMonkey. You can create it in Canva. Everyone creates images in different places. Sometimes I like Spark. It's just easy. Sometimes I like, and you can see all my images that I create here. See, that was when I gave him a Michael Jones shout out because he was doing live streams. I create some in PicMonkey. I create some in Canva. But you will see, it's real easy. So I will just go to create an image. See this pretty little pop right there? I'm going to create a post. And then it just gives a little time. The nice thing about Bitly, so why did we use Bitly? People always say, why did we use Bitly? Well, the reason that we use Bitly is you saw that ugly URL. Now that URL, let me just turn this around for a second. While I talk to you, and I give my hand a little break, hence tripods. That ugly URL is going to come from whether it's Infusionsoft, which has a link about that long, or say you do a squeeze page, which is the landing page, or say even you're on lead pages, or say even you have a blog post, or even a website, and it's this long. So a blog post could be, Rachel's Wellness, how to make a healthy smoothie, or how to create an epic sales funnel. It's this long, right? We want to shorten it. That's the whole idea of shortening it, to make it what? Easy to post, easy to put on an image, easy to put on a banner, easy also for search engine optimization. So the whole idea with using Bitly is not to confuse you and go, oh, damn it, Rachel, you're giving me one more thing. It's so that ugly URL is just not there. So let's just go back to this. And it doesn't take money to create these images. That's what I love. Now, see at the bottom, really cool. It gives you all those different options. We're going to go with a Facebook. And I'm going to say, now again, tripod broke, so I'm using the right hand. I am going to say, I'll just put it in all caps. Sign up, or go grain free. Going grain free is easy. Download this book. And then I'm gonna have to I'll hit paste, say paste, hit continue, watch the magic, woo, magic. Then right on the side, see all the different looks that we can do. See, and you don't have to have a virtual assistant. You don't need to have a crap load of money, guys. I want to show you how easy this is for you to be this empowered. Empowerment is what I'm all about, because we get so frazzled making these kind of things for ourselves. I don't like how that looks. I mean, this isn't bad if we change the image. So I'm going to hit this. See where it says right up here? Boop, boop, boop. Replace photo. I'm going to do a free photo because you all know I have so many gorgeous ones. And I could do it right there. And that doesn't look so good. So then I'm going to go back to a theme because I love the picture. A lot of times I use this one. Then if I don't like the color, go to a color. Maybe I'll go to black, because you all know that that's black, white, gold, my favorite colors. Move it around. And then what do we have? We have our image. Go up here, share. Always make sure, I've seen this, always make sure this is unchecked, because this removes the Adobe download. And I want you to watch this. Boom, hit save, and then we would take this image, if we so desired, go onto Facebook, and if I wanted, right there on my personal, to find it, and we could write something, and then show you. what did we learn over the last few days? We learned that just saying, hey, come to join my program, or sign up for this guide, or download this book. Cue crickets. Does not work. That was 2 years ago, maybe. Doesn't work today. Traffic. Too much noise happening. Instead, it's something to the effect of, have you been suffering with digestive issues? Or are you interested in going grain-free, but there's so much information out there? Don't worry, I created a book for you. Download here. Or I had digestive issues for the longest time and went grain-free and felt fabulous. Download here. So what you're doing is you're humanizing it. You're adding something about you. You're telling the problem in a very short amount of time, or you can do the longer one. Really go into a long post. You'll see I do that about once a week. Try out, again, this is test. There, you'll hear some people that say, God, those long posts don't really work. Well, you know what? Emily Rosen only does long posts. She is phenomenal. Kimra, Luna comes out, every once in a while she'll do a really long post. There is not this right or wrong. Don't just follow what people say. I just said this in, video 2 of 30 Gems of live streams. Like, don't just follow what everyone else is doing, because what everyone else is doing may not work for you. You have to figure out how people respond to you. How does your tribe respond to you? What really works? So if you see this right here, that might even just really work to say, download this baby. Really simple. And then put the link. It might really work to have the image. I could also, on Instagram, if I wanted, it would actually be really cute to actually put that right there, because, and I will actually do that because that's a great image. Sometimes it works really well to post that on, Instagram. Again, post that on Pinterest. This is about figuring out different places. Do a whole post on Thanksgiving coming up and what are you going to eat? Show people what you actually eat at your Thanksgiving. People want to know. So for me, we make chicken, we make fish, because my son is not so much of a protein eater, and I'm not such a huge protein eater. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But we have like green beans, we have cauliflower, we have broccoli, we have all these different vegetables, and then my son has white rice, and we have a host of different things. We have not a traditional Thanksgiving. We never have. One year I think we made like meatloaf and all these different vegetables, and I made raw soups. We make what feels right. And sometimes, again, it's about sharing like what you do, and people are interested in that. At the end of that, you could say, if you're interested in having a grain-free, the grain-free recipes or the recipes that I use, download this. That is what is compelling. That is what brings in personalization and brings in your life, and put some pictures of also, your family if you feel that is in alignment with you. Again, sharing it on different social media channels is about sharing what works for you. What makes Gary Vaynerchuk one of my favorite people, or Ramit, or people that I follow, Kimra Luna, Jill Stanton, is because they humanize their work always. Nisha Moodley, who was my second coach, Cora Pelage, who was my first, and Samaloff. These were people that always humanized their work, and that was what was so attractive to me. People who I have hired or who I have asked to be interviewed, Emily Rosen or Alex Jameson, or people who I was attracted to, Ali Leipzig. It's because they were so human in their work. That is what makes somebody want to sign up for an opt-in freebie. So don't ever forget that. You could have the sickest site. You could have a site that is so epic, 15 grand. I've seen this happen. And you can raise your hand even in your own home. If this has happened to you, where you've spent so much money on your site, so much money on copy, so much money in everywhere, and yet you're not getting hired. And yet I've talked to people, even myself, who had the crappiest sites, but we put ourselves out there with our opt-ins. They were crappy. They had mistakes. We had crappy videos, crappy blogs, but we put ourselves out there with our heart. So remember that. Like, it's really important. That's the human factor. So what I want to see from you guys is this. Really happy to see under that thread yesterday that we did where people were like, I got my opt-in out there. I even want to see live, you going live in here today, sharing what is, like, who you are. Practice here. Get your opt-in up there. Practice here so that when you get that opt-in out there, you know who you are. You know what you're saying. You know what's important to you. You know why you're doing this. The more you practice, the more comfortable you're going to feel when somebody wants to hire you. You're going to know why you're doing this. So really, as I said, know your client's pain points. Know why. Know also what happened with you and why you're doing this, and know what worked. So to recap, Bitly, the image, remember? So the process is I want you to get that opt-in freebie up. Now I want you to market it. So by the end of this, by tomorrow and going into the weekend, you're going to get in marketing mode. So that URL could be at the end of a blog. It could be, it could be on your business page, even on your personal page. You don't want to do tons of marketing. Facebook, again, doesn't like that. But you can have an image, and I'm just going to flip this around. You can have an image right here. You can have an image for your opt-in freebie, as we talked about the other day. So I want you to ensure that you have those images great and they're in that small Bitly, so that you guys have success and you're really list building. This is so important, okay, guys? So it's been a pleasure to be with you. Hildy's saying, can you go over how to go from having it to get out there, linking to a list? Do you mean in MailChimp? Do you mean like having it in MailChimp and then linking it to automation? So when somebody signs up, the automation gets triggered? We can definitely go over that. I definitely need a tripod. That is probably for another day. And I can even find, I can probably find an old webinar that I did called Rock Your Opt-in Freebie. And I would definitely say, Hilda, it is worth, and I can even think of a few VAs. It is so worth hiring a VA for an hour and having them walk you through that process, because MailChimp has changed also. It used to be a little easier to even get into automation. Now they give you all these choices. So it's worth that. It's like worth having somebody do it. There's also an easy way just to do it in the final welcome letter. But you also want the automation. You want like the follow-up, and you want all of that done. So, but I can find the one that I showed just like the simple way, without a doubt. And I just need my tripod because I can't do it with one hand to do the automation. So yes, we can go over that. With that being said, opt-in freebie, marketing in different places, Pinterest, at the end of a blog, your sign up on your Facebook business page, that sign up, and, really being able to get it out in, like I said, in Bitly, so that URL looks really nice, and on the social media images. And making sure that post is tantalizing, so that it leads someone really in there for a reason. All right, guys, so it's been a pleasure. I want to see interaction today. I want to see people really breaking through any fears and letting me know what they are, so I can really come in and help. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. I will see you soon, and I'm very proud of you guys. All right, let me know what problems we are having, but I have faith in all of you. Leah saying, can you get into live Facebook strategy? Yes, I can do another. I swear I did a whole webinar on live Facebook strategy. So I am going to put an opt-in together because I think a lot of people did not get that, because we actually gave out handouts on like Facebook strategy, Facebook handouts, all of that for live. So yes, let me actually write that down, because I'm doing little sticky notes on what webinars you guys want to have. So live Facebook strategy, like little master classes. Ta-da. Right on my desk. All right, guys. Much love to all of you, and I will see you soon. Ciao, Bellas and gents.